Did you have a good run, Kobe's? Did you have a good run? I guess we didn't run, we walked. Kobe's and I went 1.5 miles, about 3,000 steps. On days, like today's an off day from working out, but I still try and walk 3 miles. If it's a running day, which is typically every other day, we'll run for about 2.5, 3 miles, and there'll be about a mile of walking on there. So 4 to 5 miles on the workout days. And then I have that little mobile workout station I have set up back there. But right now, while I'm moving, I'm actually going to stop by an area over there. They have a campground, and they have a water fill. So I'm going to fill up the water in the bus. So far, I don't know how many gallons I had. The tanks are about half full when I got here, maybe a little bit less, and I have not ran out of water. So, I mean, I guess I could check it real quick, but it's just out of sight, out of mind. It's just like my power. Why I built this bus, why I built it the way I did is when I'm working, when I'm getting stuff done, I don't want to worry about power, I don't worry about water, just everything's good to go. So I'm gonna go fill up the water over there, move to a different spot, and where I'm planning on moving, just to give you some context, this is where we're parked now, obviously. Right over there is another spot. So I was thinking about going over to that peninsula. The only thing I'm worried about are those trees right over there. I'm thinking they're probably gonna have a lot of mosquitoes, and I think this tree right here and some bushes around the edge here is why Kobe's and I have been getting eaten up by mosquitoes. But bus hasn't been started in 2 weeks. Let's see if this thing kicks on. Right. So went through, picked everything up, made sure I got the propane tank, just parked the car over to the side. Kobe's and I will walk back once we park over there, pick up the little weight room setup. Feels weird driving the bus again. It's been 2 weeks to the day. See how rough this is. So right in front of me is the boat ramp, and over here is to the left is the water fill. They also have dump stations, and in the background you can actually see the campground. And it is kind of weird driving this again after being in that car for 2 weeks straight. So we are mostly full with water. As I mentioned before, I made a mistake in my plumbing, where I assumed a 1/2-inch PEX line connecting the tanks would be good enough to equalize the tanks, but that has not been the case. So once tank 1 is completely full, like the tanks were actually pretty low. I probably only had about 10-15 gallons left, but once the tanks are low enough to a certain point, what happens is the main tank that gets filled first is completely full. The other tank is probably, I'd say about 20% full right now. So it takes a little bit of time for the tanks to equalize. And essentially I just refilled probably 120 gallons, which will definitely last me the next 2 weeks. So before I head out, I'll take more time to fill the tanks. So basically what I have to do is let the big tank, the first tank fill, and then sit for about a half an hour to an hour, let them equalize, and then fill up again, and just keep doing that. That is something I learned. If you are doing dual freshwater tanks, make sure that you do it in a way that both tanks are filled equally. So I actually haven't been down this way. I'm just gonna try and make it back and find a spot to park. here we are in the new home. What you think, Kobe's? All right, I'm gonna walk over, grab the car, and get the new spot set up. It's about week 3 here in Montana. As you can see, it is so beautiful out here. Bus is looking pretty good. So today, I'm actually gonna be taking all of you with Kobuk and I into town, running some errands, getting some groceries, kind of showing you the landscape, kind of the daily drive, well, not daily, about every 2 or 3 days, take Kobuk into town to the dog park just so he has some socialization. Been pretty busy working on stuff in the bus, so it's always nice to let Kobuk get out, get some exploring done. And of course, every time when we're about to leave, he decides he needs to jump in the water. So that's always fun. Ready to go, bub? Let's go. Come on. Okay. So the town that Kobuk and I always go visit is Helena. It's the capital of Montana. They have a Costco there, a couple grocery stores. There's a gas station on the way there that I usually stop at to drop off my trash. I don't know how legal or ethical that is, but I always fill up there. That's where I always get gas. And if the car is full, I'll go inside and buy like little water bottles or whatever, like bottles of water, just so I buy something there. And so far nobody said anything, and we've been here for, like I said, about 3 weeks now, so hopefully that's okay. I just don't know what else to do with my trash. There's no dumpsters or anything out here, and to be honest, it's really not that much trash. But I am gonna miss this place. Like, it's getting to the point now where getting in touch with Wes, trying to figure out when I'm coming down to Kansas, making sure our spot is good to go to work on the bus, because I don't want to drive 16 hours back there and then all of a sudden we don't have a place to work on the bus, and you know, it's a lot of diesel, a lot of time to get out there, so I want to make sure that we're good to go on that. Over here you can see that little shed. What that shed is a checkpoint for boats coming in and out of the lakes here in Montana. So I don't know if mussels or like invasive species are going from lake to lake, but I've seen multiple of those, and we'll actually see that on the drive. But check this out. Like, it is so beautiful up here. So we'll catch you at the dog park. This is the dog park Kobuk and I always go to. They have a really nice spot here in Helena. I'll show you that. Kobuk, sit. Okay.
You didn't bring the ball back.
So this has been one of the best dog parks I've been to in a long time. You have the smaller dog area, bigger dog area, and a lot of times people will bring their smaller dogs in here too, but it's a pretty cool spot. They even have like a training area over to the side. So Kobuk and I will be hanging out here for another 10-15 minutes, and then going to Costco, then back to the bus. I was debating on going to a couple of yard sales, thinking about doing a thing to where I buy things at yard sales, thrift stores, and then sell them on eBay to try and balance how much it costs for me to live in the bus per month. So it's around $1,600 per month with, you know, all my bills, insurance, all my software. So it'd be cool if I could pull that off per month, just flipping stuff on eBay. I kind of like the hustle and the game of that, but we'll see. Ready to go, bub? So downtown Helena is just down that way. To be honest, I have not explored too much in downtown Helena, mainly because we just have our own little route, and I've been saving money since I've been here in Montana, so really haven't been eating out that much. Like I said, the only thing I've really been spending my money on is groceries and fuel for the car coming back and forth to town, and also keeping the businesses going. So just paying my team, keeping everything running that way. That's my main expense, of course. But other than that, man, it's been a very advantageous thing financially just to hang out here, because being out in the country, even if I did want to go out to go eat somewhere, it would be, I think the closest restaurant is about a 20-minute drive, and I think they're only open on weekends. So that's really been a big cost saver when I start hanging out with friends again, especially heading down to Kansas to hang out with Wes. Going out to eat, getting a beer here and there, just adds up. Where here, I mean, it's going to Costco and then I'm done. So yeah, I'm gonna be heading to Costco, and then we will catch you all back at the bus. I got some food. Kobuk ate his dinner. This is a tradition that we do every night. We walk about a mile or two as the sun is setting. Like I've said before, it's absolutely gorgeous. The only negative to this walk is this is when the mosquitoes really start to come out. I did get an all natural mosquito spray that lasts for about an hour or so before they start attacking, and they still bite me even with this spray, even with the, you know, deep wood stuff. Like, they're just so thick out here. That is, I think, one of the only negatives about this spot is the mosquitoes. But as the sun sets out here, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Today is Friday, so it is starting to fill up out here. It does fill up, you know, midday Friday, Saturday, everybody comes in. Then Sunday evening, everybody files out, and during the week, it's pretty sparse out here. Before this upcoming weekend, it was just me and my neighbors right here. They have a couple dogs that'll probably come out and say hi to Kobuk. So they always say hi and bye every morning and every evening. What's going on? But yeah, it's just so absolutely beautiful out here.